This is one of the segments I've gonna hate to come up and obviously try to talk about for a very long period of time possible, but I've always gonna hate to fail to come in through to obviously bring it to you live and clear onto this channel, which goes by the names of Rokani Media Football. Today we finally unleash it. Mikel Arteta reacts to Arsenal 0, Man City 0. I'm sorry at the beginning of the match when I said Man City 1, Arsenal 0, but you went ahead to know that it was really a slip of a tongue. But finally we are here to obviously address you here onto the Rokani Media Football. Kahendo Oliver already in here for you. He says, Aradi, good morning. I'm watching from Bokomansimbi. I was happy with the point we got from City. Thanks to your prediction always, Kahendo Oliver. That was nice to watch, and that means Arsenal is a promising team. Obviously, Arsenal is a promising team, and if at all you give birth to a baby and he doesn't really grow year in, year out, then you really have to worry. But if at all you give birth to a baby who keeps on really growing year after year, that means that when the right time comes, that person is going to come out and dominate and really become the best. Looks like Arsenal is on a very good growth curve, and it's really very enticing to the people that really watching this channel and other Arsenal fans all over the world. I've already gonna hit to put up a match reaction. If you're gonna hit to watch it massively, and I would like to congratulate everyone for seeing us hitting 20,600 subscribers. That means we have to go to the best of 20,700 subscribers. Continue to subscribe to this channel if you're already watching us for the very first time, and if at all you've always been watching us and you haven't gone ahead to subscribe, do the due diligence and obviously subscribe to this channel. Not so Rokan David is my name, and hope you guys are doing fine wherever you are. The Muslims, Barak Laufikum and Ramadan Kareem. To the Christians, obviously it has been a happy Easter Sunday, and today is Easter Monday in my country. Hope you really enjoy it. Now, Mikel Arteta always has something to say about the game, and we've always gonna hate obviously not give a lot of attention to detail to this, because time is always not our best ally. Sometimes games are really huge. Sometimes you end the game of Arsenal, there comes in a game of Man United when you deserve to go to the United Matters channel, obviously do the needful there, and then you at times find yourself in a position of not being able to really have energy to do this. But to have said, I promise this to my fans, and let me try to obviously promising to them. Samuel Jerry, thank you for watching in through. Sebandeke Patrick, always nice talking to you in here, and let's see close to 300 likes smashing this video. It's gonna be a live video for 30 to an hour depending on the energy of the people in the live chat, but I'm here to bring you what Arteta is gonna hate to say after this beautiful game of football. It will be remembered that Arsenal have gonna hate to draw with Man City at Etihad 0-0, and Arsenal have gonna hate to end their stretch of not really ending a game without being ending a game without scoring a goal in. Man City last went ahead not to score in a game that was in October 2021. They are playing against Crystal Palace. Palace came in through and beat them by 2-0. Now, today Arsenal is going to hate to stop them to do the needful after close to 4.5 years when they last did it. So it shows you how good it is. Now, Arteta was asked on his reflections on the game. He said it was a thrilling game, a really tough game, a really tough match, a very demanding opponent, but I think we competed very well. Defensively, I think we're outstanding. We had to go and put them under pressure high up the pitch. I think we are really good and created a lot of difficulties. When they are sorry about that. When they are that good, that they get you in this low block, it's very difficult to get out of that. They drop a lot of players, and I think we prevented the spaces really well, and that's the difficulty. It's the first time they haven't scored at home in 3 years, so that's the outstanding team that they are. And then the downside is that we had some big situations to score. We didn't make the most out of them, and the next step is with the ball to have much more composure, especially in the first phase, to attack better. Now, I understand the argument that Arteta is really raising, especially as far as lack of composure is concerned. We can all agree to it that there was lacking composure when it comes to Arsenal. And players like Odegaard showed composure, Declan Rice, but we saw to it that they couldn't obviously connect on well with other players as requested. So, in that making, it really took away lots of chances for Arsenal, because if that composure was really more often, Arsenal would have gone ahead to get themselves a goal. I remember every time Arsenal found themselves composed, they could break through that back line of Man City. But because they really had few of those moments, they ended up not killing off games like how they're supposed to be killing them on. So for my case, I believe that Arteta is right, and defending was really top notch. And at City, when you go ahead and really play at their home, you don't really expect to come out and really boss them and really pass that ball and really knock it around and really win over them. I think they are the best team in the world. They've gone ahead to show it. Even a team like Liverpool, when it goes to play away at Etihad, it's very hard for them to come out and really edge Man City when it comes to possession. But Arteta is saying they created better chances. If you watch that game, Arsenal had better scoring chances more than Man City. I tell you, they had more scoring chances more than Man City, and Man City had only one shot on target and Arsenal really had two. But the way Arsenal closed them down, Declan Rice had some 2-3 interceptions he made on when they're really attacking, and he showed us his quality and how good he can be as a player for the club of Arsenal. So that is what Arteta had to say about the reflection of this game. Arsenal keeping a clean sheet at Man City is really something huge to talk about, because that shows you how defensive organized Mikel Arteta is. And ever since he came through at Arsenal, the first thing he worked on was the defense. But the big question for me has always been, why is it that Arsenal can keep very many clean sheets away from home and they fail to keep the same or more clean sheets at home? Is it because when they're playing at home they really open up a lot, and they're really blindfolded by them being at home? So wait and see how that really pans out for the side of Arsenal. But it's a very good result, right? It's a very good result, and I think now every Arsenal fan knows why Arteta was trusted by the board of Arsenal, and he's still the manager in here for you. The point is not bad, though Arteta says he wanted to win the game. Then Arteta, on taking pride from 2 clean sheets against Man City this season, he said, huge. It's extremely difficult to do that, but that tells you the commitment of every player, the discipline that they showed and how they compete. One thing is to play a football match, and the other is to compete in. Against this team, we did that today really, really well. So, if you're talking about competing, Arsenal went ahead to compete very well on the same wavelength as Man City, because the tactics tell you. The tactics tell you of Mikel Arteta that he was like, we have to really play a low block, but that low block was supposed to result into Arsenal really counter-attacking the side of Man City. And it shows you the quality of Man City, by the way, that you don't really have to dominate them. It's very hard to come out and really dominate them. Even if they are really playing at your home, it's very hard for you to dominate Man City. Man City almost dominates most of the games, and that's what they do on a daily basis as a side of City. They don't really allow their opponent to have a lion's share of the ball. But them having the lion's share of the ball and not scoring, it doesn't make sense. That's why Arteta is like, it shows how difficult they've gone ahead to make it for the side of Man City to come in through and really do the needful. And it's very important to note that nothing is going to really come off. Nothing is really going to come off, from this result, not until Arsenal continue to win other games. It's really good, but it will only count if at all Arsenal go ahead to really do the needful in the remaining nine games of the season. This is match day 29, and 9 games are really left to go. Remember, at Emirates, Arsenal beat Man City by 1 goal to scored by Gabriel Martinelli, and again today they went ahead to really keep a clean sheet and they drew 0-0 at the Etihad Stadium, something that had gonna hit to really not be expected by some fans. But I told you, they are really gonna do the needful and really either draw or win. And you saw to it that the win was bending so much more to the Arsenal side. However much Man City really had very many chances than Arsenal, but you all understand that it was all bending towards the side of Arsenal to win this beautiful game of football. Then, after the clean sheets, he was asked on how Arsenal had to adapt to having an inferior possession in the game. Remember, Arsenal had 27% of the possession, and this team had 70 plus possession. And he said that clarity before the game: are you ready to follow 30 passes? And after following the ball passes, lose the ball and follow another 30 passes? Yes, then you can play Man City. It's very important. If you are not ready to do that, you can't play against them. And he's really right. Every team that's going to have to come up to play the side of Man City is going to have to really face the roughness and the wrath of Man City. It's really a very hard side to beat, and they're going to have to put in a very good shift tonight. But Arteta says that having what we call a very limited possession was a plan. It was expected, and that's why his players were like, let's go outside there and really get the job done and dusted and really get it out of the way. The players had already gone ahead to know the game plan. They executed it very well, especially defensively, but going forward, they really lacked what we call the connection and that chance to obviously kill off those games of football in that stadium that was really played. Though Arsenal really got to know that if at all they went ahead to win, they would have gone ahead to see themselves doing the needful. But the possession was really low for the side of Arsenal, and they gave it away. They gave it away more and more and more easily. That is it. So Arsenal on weather, it was Arteta on weather. Arteta returns on weather. Arteta on whether it was a good result in terms of the title race. All right, what did he have to say about this? I don't know. You want to win the league, we're prepared to win it. If you want to win it, make sure we draw it. And we did that. 11 months ago, we were here and the story was different. And you have to continue to make steps as teams and try to improve and try to improve today. Have Diego Del today. We have that. We still have much more to come. So that is what I have to say about that game, that they still have much more to come as people responsible of really doing the needful. And the result means a lot in the title race. If you win, if you don't lose, if you don't win, don't lose. That was the principle of the day, that Arsenal had to balance on everything of theirs in that caliber, because they knew to it that when they don't win and they draw, there will be 2 points behind Liverpool. But when they really come up and really draw, they are 1 point ahead of Man City. So that is the importance of this game and how it came up to be very important for the title race. Then Arteta was asked again. Was asked on what today's result can do for Arsenal in terms of a running over the title. He said, obviously, it generates belief, it continues the momentum and the good position that we are in, and the fact that the boys are there and they want more. Individually, they are demanding themselves. They could have done this better, and we can't, and we haven't done this well enough, like trained. That tells you how much they want, and we'll try best. We'll try our level best to become, or to continue to do exactly what they are really doing. So this running is really having lots and lots of things to talk about, but there is something we're going to talk about: momentum. Everyone knows that if Arsenal went ahead to lose this game of football, these players would have gone ahead really have what we call a psychological torture. But right now, they're really having a very good belief that we've gone ahead to collect 4 points off the side called Man City, and we have to go all out and really do the needful and really create a lot of havoc into their vicinities. That is Mikel Arteta. So it's really very, very important in the decision to either obviously get in the 1 point and how it's going to boost the mentality of the players of Arsenal. Now, he lastly was asked Arteta on if today's result shows how much Arsenal have improved since the last visit to the side of Etihad. He said, I think the context and the way Arsenal have arrived here was difficult as well, but the quality remains the same. I continue to say that the best team in the world, in my opinion, by far, the best manager, the world by far, and we have to catch up and try to be better than them. And then that's the challenge ahead of us. So they want to be ahead of everyone, but I think they're just 2-3 signings away from really achieving what exactly they want, because sometimes you really look at things and really get the best out of the best from them, but they are just some few steps away from obviously doing what they want, and all they have to do is to win their games. After winning their games, they'll come up through and obviously do the needful and really take the best of the best. Now, I'm having Ngoni Richard. I'm live from Uganda. Thank you. I'm happy for that point. Yeah, thank you. Kambabazi Ivan. Good results from Man United. Thanks, already. Thank you for watching in through. So who else was gonna hit to come in through? Samuel J. I never believe could down Man City. It was a great game. Obviously, it was a good game that everyone would love to obviously sit down and really enjoy to see. So Arteta is getting ready for Luton Town on Wednesday, meaning that the players are going to rest for Monday only, because they don't have further days of really resting to do the needful and really kill off the games that they're supposed to play. Man City is going to be playing Aston Villa and what's this other team? And Man City is going to be playing Aston Villa, and the other team called Liverpool is going to be playing Sheffield. Arsenal is going to be playing Luton Town. Another trophy race that is really heating up like never before. Guys, I sign out for now. See you later, and I cover you all in the precious